Hey, how are you feeling? I haven't been live streaming in the last couple of weeks. I apologize. I don't know where the camera is on this thing. I don't know where to look. I think it's over here. Or maybe it's over here. Welcome. I wanted to touch base with you. I'm moving house in the next few days, and that's a pretty hectic time. And a lot is happening in Victoria, Australia, as you may be aware of some of these things. So I thought we would touch base. Hey, Matt, I'm glad you're well. I thought I would answer a couple of questions, spend a little bit of time with you, allowing for the kids are all home, doing their homeschool. Hello. I hope you're all feeling okay. Hey. Hello. Hey. I never give notice when I do a live stream. Oh, good to see you. Because I never know. I don't have the life. Oh, thank you, Laura Jane. I don't have the life where I can plan. I'd really like to. But, Deborah, hello. Vicky, Ray, love you too. As I was saying earlier, I'm holding a one-stick tripod, so it's not really a tripod, is it? I'm glad you're having a good day. Hello, Janelle. Lovely to touch base with all of you in such an during such an interesting time. So I'm moving house in the next few days, and the house is all packed up. Hello, Johnny. I also have kids home, so recording, unless I wait till about 2 a.m. And as you know, I work. Hello, Shadowy Wolf. It's not easy to record. In the new house, it'll be a lot easier, and I've got grand plans for creating more, thank you, Sarah, more content. With time, with YouTube, I am able to create more professional. A selfie stick, yeah. Thank you, Matt. I'm able to create more professional content, but the kids always come first. So it's always a juggle, and that's just the way it has to be. So I'm not able to let you know when I live stream. It's like, surprise. I went to the kids and said, I'm going to live stream now. You can still make noise, but please don't walk in the room. So that's where we're at now. And there's so much happening at the moment. I thought that we might want to, hello, Matt, talk about it, or, I'm sorry, can't sleep, Dave. Remember, with sleep, it's really important that we demonstrate sleep. Hello, Adele. Hygiene. And have a sleep ritual that we follow to try to maximize our ability to sleep. Now, to have a sleep ritual, thanks, Julian, during this time is challenging, but we still need to, thank you, Sarah, we still need to do what we can with what we have. Sit down or lie down comfortably. Thank you so much. Thank you for enjoying this surprise stream. And I never know what I'm going to say. I have all these plans. Sleep ritual, yes. Yes. Well, it's one of you who said it's your fault for not sleeping well. It's our responsibility. I think fault is possibly a little bit of a contentious term because it implies self-blame. It's our responsibility to create rituals and organize our life in the way that we can be the best we possibly can, but we need to go gently because so many things get in the way. I certainly know, I'd love to come to Israel. I certainly know I find it quite challenging to organize my life with the kids, but I love that. Oh, welcome, Lindsay. Lindsay, I was just reading your comment, and then it sort of, with your comments, with the iPhone, I see them for maybe 3 seconds at the most. Yes, temperatures, COVID, smoke. Yes, it's a really challenging time for our mindful self to sit in silence when we have so much tragedy occurring at the moment. Hello, Carlos. I'm a fervent believer that sitting in the silence is absolutely essential to our ability to look after ourselves. And as you probably know, I'm a big believer in, well, it's not really belief, it's fact. We are a herd animal. That means we are social. That means we perform at our best within a functional, structured, pro-social habitat for us to be as, to behave at our optimum. So whether you use the word herd or society or community or tribe, I noticed recently people using the tribe in a number of different ways. We are tribal, but I know that word's been contorted recently, so it has a number of different definitions. But the base definition, anthropologically, is that we are a tribe. We are a group. We perform best within, hello Renee, within the group. Now, saying that, there could be dysfunction within that group. I'm talking about a functional, pro-social, inclusive group. That is our best case environment for in which to live. I always find the balance in these recordings interesting because I'm looking at your messages, then I'm thinking what I'm going to say, I'm responding to your messages, then I'm formulating thoughts. Hello, Max. Well, Lindsay, I'm blessed to have you viewing my content. Thank you very much for viewing my content. Remember my podcast, Sleep Meditation with Lauren Ostrowski Fenton. Please, thank you. I will be doing more sleep meditations after Friday. I don't think I'll get one before then in. I'm doing my best. And I'm also noticing, thank you, William. I'm also noticing, thank you, the requests you're putting in, and I'm doing the best to get to the requests. I find that, hey, Deborah, I'm finding that it has to be in my heart at the time for me to create. So I've got to balance that up with the requests I get so that I'm working from the heart. Hey, Paul. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the issues with our virus, will I be possessive with the virus? The issues with the world pandemic, the issues with loneliness, the issues with inclusiveness, the issues with the climate, the issues with poverty, the issues with terrorism, the issues in Australia with fires. They are, thank you, Renee. That's an incredible combination. And during these times, our focus needs to be on self-care and being in the best possible place to help others. And work out the balance between saying what we think at times, how we say what we think, and how we move gently, and self-care. So we self-care, we look after our individual selves for one reason, and that reason is to care for others. So everything is about servicing others. Deborah, you're talking about me visiting America. Our borders are closed. We can't travel beyond a 5-kilometre radius. I don't know if you know that, but for me, where I live, the borders are, for some reason, I've put do not disturb on, but phone calls are coming in, so I'll just have to reject them when they come in. We can't travel beyond a 5K radius. We can only travel for work or compassion. We must wear a mask outside, and when I'm working, I need to wear a face shield and a mask. That is compulsory. It's a legal requirement. We have no choice but to do that. Johnny, yes, I'd love to do an 8-hour sleep meditation. I need to create the time to do that, but that's definitely what I'm aiming to do. So that will happen. Here the schools are closed down and most of the businesses are closed too. So that's what we're dealing with. And I know you're all going through your own particular experience. And hello, and I honor that experience. Thank you, Renee. And yes, Sarah, we all need to stay safe. Yes, yes, yeah, we all need to stay safe. And our role is to stay safe, be the best we can be in order to service the community. Everything we do is in order to help others and for the sustainability of a functional community. Hello, Pamela. Lovely to have this opportunity to speak with you. Someone mentioned vaccines. There are no vaccines which have been finalised at the moment. I think it's really important that we question everything. I'm pro-vaccine, by the way, as a general approach, that we question everything and turn over the research so that we are fully aware and make decisions within our own right that service all people, include all people and look after all people. Yes, I've read about the Adele. I see the different vaccines. There's one or two in Australia, a couple in England, one in Russia. Yes, yes, we're talking about contentious things now, aren't we? Oh, I am pro-vaccine. I am somebody that's been to university many times. So as a result, when you go to university, you are taught, among a number of different skills and learnings, how to process fact from opinion. So I'm a fairly logical person. How do I deal with people around you that insist COVID is not real? I work very hard to feel love and care for those people. I work very hard to moderate my passion because we are in the best position to look after others when we moderate passion. And I work very hard to be there for them and asking questions, always asking questions to people all the time. Why do you believe that? Where is the source of your beliefs? What research have you read? And yeah, be open to making a decision by yourself without going with the crowd. We are sheep because we're a herd. So one of the characteristics of a herd animal is we tend to go with the flow. So we tend to go with group opinion. It's a way or a evolutionary method of keeping safe. It doesn't always work. So we need to be able to unpack. How do you manage to give so much and still put time in? It's very challenging. Unyielding compassion. Loretta, I aim to be compassionate. I don't always succeed. Please know that I have flaws. I'm a colourful person with flaws and strengths, but I'm a big believer, yes, I'm a big believer in evaluating the research, looking at facts. What is opinion? The word media means any communication is media. So look at the media sources. Take time evaluating them. Try not to react shooting from the hip with passion, which, I don't always succeed. Thanks, Renee. I don't always succeed, but the best way we can create change is with love and compassion and questioning our sources. Questioning doesn't mean ridiculing or being sarcastic. Be very careful of the words you use. Sometimes we use adjectives without being aware of what we passively aggressively mean with these adjectives. So simple words reflect simple thoughts, a clarity of mind. I'm not saying don't use adjectives. I'm saying be really clear on what you think. If you want to be clear in what you think, we're not writing a creative romance here. We're talking about having mindful clarity. In order to have mindful clarity, you need to be very aware of what you feel. Keep your feelings simple. Ask yourself, what do I feel right now and why? Where did this feeling come from? A lot of our feelings and a lot of our beliefs come from family, friends, teachers, the community, which is great, that's cool. But sometimes we can believe without unpacking. Always unpack. Always unpack. Hey! I'll just wait for a moment. All the best to you, Paul. Yes, I can see so many comments about what is happening right now. If I had you in front of me, I could. Yes. Thank you, Vikram. I love the name Vikram. I know a Vikram from work. Yes, so much pain. And where there is pain, there is always fear. And we can use fear to motivate us. We can use fear to cultivate ignorance. We can use fear to cultivate bigotry and exclusion, or we can use fear to promote clarity in thought. So having fear is okay. How we deploy the fear, how we express the fear is what counts. And once again, be careful of the words you use. Be very aware of their meaning. Be careful of adjectives. Make sure that they are suitable to the particular issue. Keep your thinking simple. When I say simple, I mean be clear in thought. Yes, I of course am a big Fauci fan. I see one of you has said, how do you live in a toxic family? And the Lauren today is different to the Lauren a few years ago. And I would now use other words. I have incredible empathy and compassion for someone that's going through family issues or relationship issues. Again, question the thoughts that we use to attribute to the situation. The word toxic, what does it mean? It's a very powerful, feeling-invoking word. Toxic. My relationship is toxic. My family is toxic. In order to unpack an issue, we need to look at what we are actually feeling rather than a catastrophic, powerful word. Oh, that's toxic. And you think, oh my God, that's awful. That's poisonous. That's horrific. It's a strong word. The reality is, break it down into times. So the statement was, my family is toxic. You could say, my family over time, being these times, may have made a series of flawed decisions which has affected my self-esteem. I have chosen to internalize this by doing A, B, and C. Use words such as disappointed, flawed choices, good choices, poor choices. The word toxic gives more power to the situation and allows us to take the power away from us. And I hope I'm saying that kindly, because years ago I loved these words, but now I think it's almost deploying responsibility away from who we are as people. We're incredibly powerful. So if we use words such as toxicity, or broken is another word. I am broken following my relationship ending. You could say, I feel deep-seated sadness following my relationship ending. I feel that there was levels of deceit within the relationship. I feel that I didn't take responsibility early enough. I feel that my ex-partner demonstrated flawed thinking in these situations and positive thinking in these situations. Every single person has a number of my battery's going to die. A number of character colours in them. And for us to heal, I'm going to put my charger on. For us to heal, we need to be aware of all the colours to somebody rather than just, this is very professional, isn't it? Some of the colours. I'm just going to reattach this and then I'll keep talking to you. Just give me one moment. Okay. Now, any further questions? For us to have power over the issues that occur in our life, adult bullying, how do I deal with that? Bullying, that's a really strong topic. We need to be assertive within our own minds to define a situation and be aware of our own boundaries and be able to enforce those boundaries. Be able to look someone in the face and state what is actually occurring using strong, simple words rather than these emotive invoking adjectives. It's bullying is quite a big topic, so be an adult and not a child, Sarah puts. Then we would need to define what an adult is and what a child is. I agree, Sarah. I again would say that's a conversation. And where does the adult stop and the child start? And where does the child stop and the adult start? Because each adult is only a fully grown physical form over the top of a child. I'm so sorry, Gloria, that you were divorced. It helps. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm also been through that. I know it's incredibly difficult. I've seen some messages. How do you feel joy after losing a family member? It's something I've experienced, and it's a process. Some of these, it's a long grieving process, and I can't honour the depth of that process in this live stream because it requires too much unpacking, and it's close to my heart because I've lost a family member. It takes time. Thank you, Renee. I'm thinking how to honour it in this environment. I need to talk about that separately because I want to honour it. I'm designing a course at the moment that I'll sell on Teachable. It's in its final stages. So I'll let you know about that. Thanks. Positive in our words. Yeah. I think we need to be, it's a good comment. Someone said that we need to be positive in our words. I, again, what do I call myself? A positive realist. I think that we need to be realistic. We need to err on the side of being positive, but without denying reality. There is tragedy. People do suddenly die. Relationships end. There is terror. And it is vital we don't turn away from that. We look at how we can be of service. So being positive and manifesting positivity as much as we realistically can. Within that manifestation process, there is still stuff that happens, and we need to roll with the punches. How is life in Australia, Thomas? COVID is out of control, and we have a complete, I think, stage 4 lockdown at the moment. Yes, yes, we're talking again about loss. And one of you has said about losing a child, which is, I've got a lot of messages from people that have lost children. I cannot say how sorry I am. I need to do content on that rather than a glib comment on a, thanks. Thank you. That was very, so Deborah is sending nice messages to the person who's lost a child. That is very close to my heart. Yes. Renee and Deborah are talking here about. So I can see losing a child, and I've said I've lost a family member. It's a significant issue. The pain presents as unbearable. And I don't want to demean it by talking about it, demean it because it requires a lot of unpacking. Yes, prayers to everybody. Or she is saying, how can we overcome loneliness during lockdown? 2 L's there, loneliness and lockdown. When someone is feeling lonely, the worst thing somebody who's not feeling lonely can say is, this is the panacea, this is the way through. Right now, people are feeling lonely around the world as they were before COVID. And first, we need to honour how they feel. We need to honour that. Second, our society, through its very organisation, is encouraging loneliness through the way it structures its demographics, the way it structures travelling to work. So we're travelling by ourselves in a car, we get home to an apartment by ourselves. We need to restructure the way our community is organised to allow for and support everybody, so everybody feels included. And that needs to come down to our very functional organisational hierarchy and structure. Oh, Deborah, I'm sorry. Deborah's lost her father. So the fact that our society is structured in a way that does promote loneliness is not an answer for those of you who are lonely. It's a fact to be aware of. We critically need to restructure society to look after the marginalised, those feeling lonely, and to encourage a community, a sense of community across all bases. And then I say this, and we're in COVID, so it's not the best time to do this. But whatever time it is what it is. People are feeling lonely. What can we do, each person? We can reach out. We can offer to do shopping for others. We can send a text message, an email. What else can we do? What can you do? What can you do to help? Ah, thanks, Deborah. Thank you very much for listening to my content. Yes, the suicide rate obviously has always been an issue, and every single suicide is totally unacceptable. In this situation, I can't define it. It's just so awful. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. We are glimpsing these significant issues. Oh, my cheap glasses. These issues we're talking about, death, loneliness, relationships, family toxicity, destructive primary care or less constructive family care. These are big issues. And you can turn on a live stream and ask these. I'm not going to be able to answer them and give them the love and the honour they require. Oh, Susan, I'm so sorry. I can relate to your feelings, Susan, and I'm sorry. I really am. I'm so sorry for your pain. I'm so sorry for your loneliness. I have felt horrific, there's an adjective, really unacceptable feelings of loneliness in the past. I don't know what your loneliness feels like, but I know mine was pretty catastrophic. I'm so sorry. I suppose one of the things about these live streams, what I could offer is to do regular live streams, and I won't be able to get right into topics because you can see I just can't. But I could do them regularly if you can all put up with the lack of professionalism. Yeah, Tamla. So do you want to do the live streams more regularly and there'll be noise? I'll have to suddenly maybe stop it. Yes, a loving kindness meditation. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at doing more live streams which are, we could say, less professional. Yeah. You definitely can be lonely with children because children take so much time. You may lose the ability to sit in your own mind. So you lose the silence in which we heal. We heal within our own silence. So children take for ransom your ability to really meditate. Like I'll try and meditate and the children will walk in. So I don't have that safe space, or you don't have that space with children, or less likely to. We can sit in the silence and the answers come. And they do when you're silent. So being the primary caregiver for children, whether you're the father, mother, father, really can desolate, yes, desolate our ability to self-heal. Now, there's no greater gift in my life than motherhood. Just love it. I have grown through being a mum, but I've also, having space is to think and to reflect and to declutter my mind is compromised. Okay, you're all reaching out, or many of you are reaching out to each other. This is a really good thing. If you want live streams, because they'll be on my channel, how often would you like them? Twice a week? I can't let you know when they're coming on because, yeah, are you kidding? Lack of professionalism. Thanks. Realness and integrity. Well, there's a lot of realness here. So I could say once a week. Yeah, I was trying. Yeah. I'm sorry. 5 days a week. I could try for a few days a week. Whatever I say I'm going to do, sometimes stuff happens. But I wanted my live streams to be dedicated. I've got one child doing a SAC, which is a Year 12 exam. I've got another child in university. I've got twins in Year 8. Lots of love hearts back, Eleanor. Thank you, Flora. Thank you to all of you. You're all thanking me. I thank you. Deborah Baker is saying, whatever is not draining. I love doing this. I really love it. I worry when I see, I feel concerned when I see really poignant questions and it's a live stream and I can't give them the honour that they rightly deserved. Someone asked if I'm a sleep therapist. I've got an honours degree in anthropology, which is the study of subcultures. I did 3 years of a master's in health and human behaviour. I didn't complete it. I did a master's in counselling at Monash University. I did complete it. I've got Cert 3 and 4 in fitness, Cert 4 in workplace training and assessment. That's my qualifications. Yes, stay safe and look after those that may struggle to find media in order to be safe, ways in order to be safe. Thank you for listening to my meditations. I really appreciate it. Kindness, positivity, faith, hope, and love. Oh, thank you, Renee. Yes, my book. Thank you for those of you who have bought the book. It helps me and the kids, which is great. I'm reading what you're writing. Thank you, Jason. Vocal only, yes. Thank you, Gloria. Hola. Awesome. Just look up Daily Rituals for Happiness online and you'll find my book. Look up Daily Rituals for Happiness. It's in PDF and hard copy. Yes, how to help students during quarantine, yeah. So many issues. It's about providing hope for others. Thank you, Renee. And what hope looks like during this time. Nothing stays the same. There is always change, and one thing we can depend on is that we will die. We know that. So living the moment to its absolute capacity is important. Through that moment, we can have tragedy, loss, sadness. Resilience, encouraging resilience within students, encouraging resilience within young people, working out strategies and learning outcomes in order that people increase in resilience. How do we do that? How do we provide students with resilience, hope? It starts with educating that everything changes. Nothing stays the same. And mental health needs to be based upon the premise that we accept change. Thank you. So, strategies for resilience, strategies for accepting change, strategies for hope, teaching compassion. Thank you, Paul. I think that we will finish up in a moment. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, thank you. Someone has just donated $15 to me, which is a lot more in Australian money. So I'm really grateful. Thank you very, very much. My book is called Daily Rituals for Happiness. You can look it up online and buy it as an e-copy or a hard copy. The hard copy is going to take longer to get to you at the moment. I missed the last comment. Depression and anxiety. I'm finalising a course on Teachable in anxiety. I will hope to finish it the next week. Tamala, look at Tamala telling everyone it's going to get better. You are beautiful, Tamala. Yes. Well, Flora, it's really good of you to be concerned about their emotional state. That's the right approach for a teacher because we are cultivating little souls. So that's really important that we do that. What that looks like, what strategies, what contentions, and how we support their emotional safety, their emotional stability, resilience, hope, accepting change, cultivating kindness, cultivating gratitude. Yes, Tamala is one of my viewers. She's very intuitive and very clever. And you can get a lot of support in the comments. I'm so sorry about the nightmares. I will get to more meditations as soon as I can. Recording them maybe takes an hour. I have to meditate beforehand, and then it takes me about 10 to 30 hours to edit. You're welcome, Simon. Thank you. Yes. Very good point about children reacting differently to stimuli. So you need to try a variety of different learning methods for children. You're welcome, Eleanor. So will we draw to a close and I will live stream more often. Bipolar and psychosis. Okay, I work in complex cases in mental health and disability. So I work with people with schizophrenia, people from families with have suffered domestic violence on the spectrum, people that really are struggling, and I really enjoy it, for want of a better word. Not that you enjoy someone else's pain, but I find it rewarding. Hello, Catherine. Okay, I think that I'll say goodbye now. Hello, Edward. My prayers to you, sending you hope, resilience, gratitude for following my lovely week to you, Flora. Gratitude for following my channel. Please look out for me on Teachable. Please follow me on Spotify, my podcast, Sleep Meditation with Lauren. Please follow me subscribe on YouTube. Look at my book, because these things allow me to create free content. Thank you, everybody. Yes. Thank you to all of you. I'm going to go now. Thank you, Meridian Heights. Love to Michigan. Stay positive and safe. And remember, we can disagree with each other as long as we do it with assertiveness, a balance of assertiveness, compassion, and softness. And, always check your sources. Be really aware of your sources. Be careful of the words you choose to use. Ask questions and more questions and more questions and more questions and more questions. Okay, I'm going to go. Before I go, remember, sit down or lie down comfortably. Hey, Brigitte or Bridget? Good night. Good night. Bye, Tamala. See you guys. Bye, Tammy.